Hey everyone, headed back into the shed. We've got something that I want to show you here, pretty glary over here. These are what I would call replenishables. So these are all these comedy magic chickens that I wound up getting at that estate sale of the magician's house. And I started posting these a few weeks ago. I sold the first one for $35 and then just sold another one for $27.50. So I think most of these are gonna sell for between the $20 and $35 range, which would be terrific because I've got a whole bunch of these that I have literally no money into. So it's just gonna be all profit from here. And the best thing about these is that I could just hit sell similar. I don't even have to take any new photos because they're all identical, as you can see. So the more you could start adding replenishables into your reselling business, doesn't have to be the whole thing necessarily, but having that as a component, it sure saves time and it helps you scale up, and it really could help bring in some nice profits for your business. So just wanted to pass that one on. I actually have another one of those down in Primetime Treasure headquarters, but just wanted to show you the whole stash of them here in the shed. There's Gizmo, Daisy. There he is. All right, so do you remember this Michael Jordan card that I said I was going to get graded by PSA? Well, let me show you something crazy with regards to their website here in terms of how much they're gonna charge for this. So you can see down here, I've got the card selected. That's the 1990 Skybox number 41. And then over here, it says they're gonna charge me $20 per card to get it graded. Now, I don't have a problem with that. I knew that going into it because my hope is that I could get a grade of 10 out of this. If so, that would bring me probably a pretty easy $250 sale. Now, if it came back as a 9, I could probably sell it for between $60 and $70. And if it came back as an 8, I'd probably just about get my money back once you factor in the cost of shipping, which would be right around $14. So I'm willing to invest that. What I'm not willing to do is what happens when I get to the next page when it says shipping and billing. So let me show you that. So there you have it. Look at that. Estimated total charges to grade a single card, $75. That is insane. There is no way I am doing that. So this card is now going to go in my auction. If you're interested, if you want it, if you have a way that you could submit cards in bulk, you could probably make a lot of money off of this card, but I'm not gonna be doing that. So I'm gonna take down the second auction that I put up and include this one into it later today. By the time you see this video, the new auction should be posted. All right, so you know what time it is. It's time to pull out one of those cool clown and magician photos. Now, before I do that, I had a question that came in from Marcia over at Red Cardinal Treasures. She wanted to know if any one of those signed magician photos are non-personalized. And I did look through all of them for you, Marcia, but they are all personalized to either Bob or Bob and Kathy Gibbons, the famous local magician and clown tandem here in Syracuse, New York. Sorry about that, but there are some in there that are not signed at all. They're magician ones, and if you're interested in any of those, definitely let me know. Now, in terms of the one that I pulled out for today, I wanted to turn my head that time because people say I never turn my head in the video sometimes when I do that. But here we go. We've got Nacho Estrada. This is actually one of the most famous ventriloquists of all time. He's from the Texas area. So if you're from that area, you probably know him or definitely look him up because he's actually still around. He's got a fan page on Facebook and everything. Any dude named Nacho, I am totally behind. I am definitely going to support him. This white ventriloquist dummy down here with the white hair, he's kind of cool looking, but he's kind of freaky looking. Now, he has an amazing name. This is the Tortilla Monster. Now, I mean, you're really getting up there with the names for me. I mean, the Tortilla Monster, that's almost better than the Cookie Monster. I'm not sure what could beat that. Maybe the Pizza Monster. I don't know, but like I said, it's up there. Now, this other one right here, who's also pretty freaky looking. This is Maclovio, who's still around. He's definitely advanced over the years, but these eyebrows and those eyes are freaking me out along with that hairstyle. But someone's gonna like this. Probably someone like Carl Bach will buy something like this. No pressure, Carl. You know, I think it's definitely gonna appeal to someone, especially when I could cite the provenance for it and that he is a famous ventriloquist. So really cool. It's gonna look amazing in a frame. Let's get this one listed. And 3 people wrote in requesting poster pulls. I'm gonna do those right now, and we're gonna get them all listed today. All right, here we go. It's the Primetime Fan Guys poster pull section. I'm saying guys because only guys this time requested a poster. And this time we've got Michael Hassebrook, who requested the Indiana Jones one. Now, I'm not sure which one because I have an Indiana Jones one over here. And then I looked and saw there's an Indiana Jones one over there. But I'm just going to take this one here just because it's closest. And so we'll see if we can get any sense of what it's going to look like. Not really. So, all right, we'll put that one right here. We're going to get this listed soon. And then we've got a Padme poster request from Dan Frisco. So we're going to get this one out of here. And then Really Good Eyes by Cinecool right over here. Look at this. He found this one hiding in the corner. Look at that. Party of 5. So we're going to pull that one out as well. If anyone wants to see any of these, let me know. I'll give you a shout out, pull the poster out, and we've got some ones hiding in there as well. This is just some brown paper, and that one is too. Someone was actually asking about that, but that's all that is. So, and same with that down there. It's just like a little tube. I don't think that's actually a poster. So, oh no, it is a poster. What is it? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. And if anyone's interested, you could pick that mysterious one. I don't even know what it is. I'll leave it to you guys to decide when we get to that. All right, let's get these listed. All right, this is the Indiana Jones poster. As you can see here, it's from the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull movie. This one is about a $12 poster. Now, as a general tip, if you see anything Indiana Jones out there, definitely look into picking it up. I always do very well with it, whether it's other posters, role-playing game books, or something out of the ordinary. For example, recently I sold the cardboard advertising sign for the old Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine video game. That one sold for $119. So there's people out there that still love this series who will buy this stuff from you. Well, what could be better than one picture of Natalie Portman? 3 pictures of Natalie Portman, all on the same poster print. This is really cool. This print is actually difficult to find. There's only one currently available right now on eBay, and that's for right around $50. So one hasn't even come up for sale recently before that one. So it's gonna be interesting to see what I wind up getting out of this one. So I'll get this one photographed and post it online. Now I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes footage here. This is Daisy's area where she just sits perched all day or just lays down over here relaxing. And this is her little Santa Claus toy. But behind here is Daisy's play area. There's her ice cream cone that she loves to run around with. And here's all of her other toys. This is her bed area. She's got like a little donut that she likes to play with. She has a lot of fun. So sometimes she just lays out here and she likes to look out the window, sees what's going on with the other dog next door. She carries this bunny rabbit around all the time. In fact, she has 2 bunny rabbits. She is spoiled rotten, but she deserves it. And she loves this butterfly. Oh my God, Jessie Shops is gonna crack up, but she absolutely loves that thing. All right, this is the last poster, the Party of 5 that Cinecool picked out. This one's just a $10 poster. You might be wondering, where is number 5? Because it says Party of 5. It's probably not in here, the kid Owen, because if you think about who's going to want to hang this up in their room, it's, you know, some teenager, young adult, and they're not going to want some baby brother hanging around in the poster. And also, the kid was played by multiple actors, so maybe they just didn't want to pick one. But either way, here it is, the Party of 5, which is really a Party of 4 poster. Peekaboo! I'm over here because I want to show you from this angle. This Darth Vader poster, this Empire Strikes Back one, just actually sold. So speaking of posters, 17 bucks out the door. I have sold this one before. It's a really cool poster. The artist here, you also should make sure you make a little note of Boris Vallejo. He is very popular in fantasy and science fiction. I've sold some calendars of his before that have his artwork. So be on the lookout for that as well as a little bonus tip. So this one goes out the door. 2 other pieces of merchandise just sold as well. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what those are. All right, well, the first item I'm going to show you actually featured as one of my YouTube thumbnails recently, because when I found it, I just thought it was just such an emotional item. It's this Newsweek magazine that features the death of Martin Luther King, and it's his funeral, and then there's this woman who's there who's grieving, and just the emotion in her face. It just was just something that just blew me away. I had never seen this picture before, and I literally stopped filming. I was just looking at it, and it just one of those things where you just take a pause. You're just like, wow, you just appreciate the historical nature of what it is you're looking at. Now, you have to keep in mind that this is Newsweek magazine, so there were many issues of this that were printed, so it's not going to have a ton of value. When I picked it up, I think I thought maybe I'd get like 12, 13 bucks out of it. It wound up selling for $10. So, I had $1 or less into it at the end of the day. But, so it's still like one of those nice small like bread and butter sales. But, it's one of these things where it's not always about, making tons of money. You want to make some profit at least on each sale. But if you could get this to somebody who doesn't have access to it, who really appreciate the historical nature of it. Those are some of the other fun things and enjoyable things about reselling. So, I don't know if that's what the person bought it for, but, chances are that's most likely the reason. So anyway, this one's going to go out. So a little tip there, if you find something that looks emotional, that makes you have an emotional reaction, look into it, because it could be something that, has some resale value to it. Now, the other piece that sold is this guy right here. That's right. This stuffed animal who was he was looking into the comic books the other day. Well, he's got a new home. He just sold for $27.50. Now, we have not officially named him. I'm naming some of these characters as they go out the door. Danny May was throwing all sorts of names at me, but most of them seemed like German and like really masculine, like Brutus and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, he's too nice for a Brutus. We can't call him that. So I gave him a new name. I named them Bubbles. So he likes it. He likes the name. So all right. So Bubbles, you're headed out of here, man. I got to pack you all up, and you're going to go to a new family. So it was nice having you around here. And now we got to get into the shed and get that dog, and we got to get him listed as well. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. All right, he's a big baby. I had to read him a bedtime story before I shipped him out. But you could see here, he's in his polymailer blanket. This is a 24 by 24 inch one. I've shown these before. This is another great example of how these come in handy. Now, what just dropped down up there, I'm going to show you that in just a second. It's a piece of bubble wrap. Why would we have bubble wrap around this plush? Now, normally what I do is I just stick them in here and they're fine as long as all the pieces are soft. But if there is a hard piece, so for example, if you look here at his eye, this is a hard plastic eye and it juts out. It's bulbous. And so the problem here is that if the wrong external pressures get pushed down onto this, this could crack during transport. So we don't want that to happen. And, especially if we don't put this thing in a box and we just put in a polymailer, we've got to put something like a little bunching of bubble wrap. Just press it against the eye like that. And you do that on both sides. And yes, you could take a little piece of tape like this and put it down, just as long as you've done a little test to make sure that, pulling it off isn't going to rip any of the fabric off to any significant degree. I mean, you might have like a tiny little piece that comes off, but as long as it's not literally ripping it out, then you're good. So what I would just do, just take a little piece like this and then just press it down against it, just enough to get it to stick on there. You don't want to put like an overwhelming amount of tape around it. You want to minimize it to the extent that you can, just enough to keep it on there. And then he's good to go. So he's going to take a nap and we'll get him off to his new family now. All right, so let's just grab that dog pillow plush right here in the shed. That other one sold really fast, so hopefully this one will sell quick as well. What the heck? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? You remember, right? We had the vote in the community section. Which one should go first? The bear. The bear was here. The dog. Where'd the dog go? It's not looking at the comic books. That's what the bear was doing the other day. He's not over here. I know he's got to be here somewhere. Where is he? Where'd he go? It's not here. Yep. How is that? He can't get up there. That's not possible. All right, not there. He's not here. The heck is he? What? Ah, there he is. What are you doing up there? Get over here. All right, man. Well, I've got a new spot for you to hang out at for now and someone to watch over you so you don't go anywhere. So Melvin meet Darth. Darth, Melvin. You know, Darth, you could use a little tender love and affection every once in a while anyway. You always have that same facial expression on. So you two get to know each other a bit, and I'm going to pull one last piece of inventory off this shelf here that's sold from the comic stack. It's this one here, Ursa Minor. It's not a title you should pay particular attention to. It's just one of these things that came in a large lot of comics for me. So this is a trade paperback. I sold it for $10, so just gonna pack this one up and off it goes. So I want to give subscriber of the day to Cinecool. He's just so awesome. He's always posting great content, great comments down below. I'll look forward to seeing more awesome comments from you in the future and from everyone else. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you back the next video, everyone. Take care.